Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Patricia McKinney Show, you heard? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and now, here's your host, the one, the only, lovely, Miss Patricia McKinney!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Patricia McKinney Show, and I am your host, Patricia McKinney. We have a lovely, beautiful lady in the studio today, Eve Esterburn. Hello, Eve. What's going on?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Eve is on our show today because she's going to be talking about how she escaped domestic violence. So, what's going on, Eve, and why are you here today?
Well, I'm here today to talk a little bit about myself and just a little bit about my son and my marriage and how it declined.
How it declined?
Yes.
Okay.
And a little bit about my culture too, because I am Haitian.
You're Haitian.
Yes. And that also plays a very important part too.
In your marriage?
Yes.
How long you been married?
I've been married for 2 years.
Okay, and how was the marriage?
The marriage was, it started off okay, but within a month, it just started declining, and it was broken down, and it went down fast.
Okay, so you're filing for divorce.
Yes, I am.
Why?
I'm filing for divorce because it got violent.
Okay.
Very violent. It got violent too quick, and I had to call it quits.
So what happened?
What happened was, at that time, I'd say we met in Haiti. Let's start from here. Me and my husband, we met in Haiti, but we known each other for a long time, since 2004.
Okay.
But in '09, we really got to know each other. And then after the earthquake, we started talking a little bit more, and then we just decided that I guess it's time, for us to get married. And then from there, I started filing papers for him to come up here. So the moment that he came up here, within a week, we got married.
Okay.
And then at that time, I had unfinished business with another man
Okay.
that he was also married, and that was another issue by itself. And but I made it clear to him that now I'm married to someone else, and I made up my mind that I'm gonna stay with my husband. I'm gonna be faithful. But time to time, he would text me, see how was I doing. It was cordial.
Okay.
And then there was one text particular. I can't remember what he said in that text, but my husband saw it, and he took it out of context, and he took it in a different negative way. And then from there, our marriage just went downhill. Yes.
So you have two sons.
Yes, I do.
And how old are they?
My two sons, my firstborn, he is one. He's gonna turn two February 2nd, and then my second son, he's 3 months.
Okay. Let's talk about your culture.
Yes.
As a girl in the Haitian culture, from what I understand, the parents are strict.
Yes, they're very strict.
Okay, so I was also told that you were not allowed, the Haitian girls were not allowed to move out of the house until they got married. Is that true?
Yes, that is so true.
Okay, so when you and your husband got married, instead of you moving out, you stayed with your mother, right?
Yes, we did.
How was your relationship with your mom?
My relationship with my mother, we basically didn't have a relationship, and it was always an argument. We never really came to an agreement of anything
Why?
because she was, I would say, borderline controlling, and she felt that she was always right and everything, and she would always play the victim card. So anything that we did or said to her, it was just, that's what it was. And she made us look like we were the bad kids, and all that. And then as young as I can remember, my mother was always working 2 jobs.
Was she with your father?
No, she wasn't.
Okay, so were they married?
They were married.
Were they divorced at this time?
They were divorced a long time ago. My father filed the papers and everything like that. So by the time my younger brother Moses was born, they were already divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the situation with that was they were divorced, but he would always come and see us, see how we were doing, the kids. But time to time, he and my mother, they would, get back with each other. It was always a back and forth situation.
Okay.
And then sometimes when he would come, it would be, it was just catastrophic with all of us. Because sometimes it would be a time period where he would not come to the house, and then he would.
So they had a lot of problems.
Yeah, they would have a lot of problems within them too.
And that kind of stemmed down to the children,
Yes.
including you.
Yeah. So it affected us deeply because time to time we would go to his house, spend some time with him, and he would tell us, oh, how bad my mother treated him, and then going back home, it would be the same thing around.
So what it did, it brought confusion
Yes.
between your mom and your dad.
Yes.
Okay. And that affects you down the line because of the decisions that you made.
Yes.
Right, concerning your husband.
Yes.
Why did your husband become so violent with you? Did he physically put his hands on you?
Yes, he physically.
What happened?
Yes, he physically put his hands on me. There was the other man that I was telling you about that I had unfinished business with when I made it final to him and told him that, it's done and over with. My husband he saw a text, but at first he was subtle with it.
Okay.
He was very subtle with it. And then out of nowhere, he just pinned me down and he started tapping me like a child all over my body.
What you mean tapping you? I don't
like he was
understand that.
literally
hitting you.
Yes, he literally
Like with
held
his
me
fist
down.
or with his open hand?
With his open hand. He literally held me down and then he started like going in on me. On my arms, my legs, my behind.
Were you shocked?
Yes, I was very shocked.
Because this is the first time he hit you.
Yes, this is the first time, and he hit me as if I was a child, and he was talking to me as if I was a child too, and he was saying certain things where to me it just wasn't right, and it sounded too controlling.
Okay. We'll be right back, and we're going to finish talking to Eve about how she escaped domestic violence. We'll be back shortly.